Um, Assalamu alaikum, guys. Assalamu alaikum, everyone listening. And assalamu alaikum to all those who are going to listen to us later after the program. Al Badi Malam, Silvo Sonko, aka Bayo Sonko Gambia. Nara drum prunale kacha komendal taka kachal melke drum. Hakil kilim manke hakilti. Bar nin kachata tomorrow menyo fahamle. Kodo veje imalong. Bar nin kachata na nyola mayani hakilola. Alaka mako ero kele puru jongol mel nyanda ka faham jongol mel yalon koy lafta ka tonya muy alaka mako ero kele alo jondingul puru wol ya muy tonya mu menti anin kuma kamo me yalon kam nge tonya mina diamo la be diamo mem fola be ala dan man saba man sakallanke haza uzal badan asem forindi fen me yalon ko wolem tonyati badan asan tanka kuma fala kuma me ya lon ko manke to jati bayring jon la sembo bebe ala la bulu anno wata ala atla martala jon dingol la ata ala atla manso de me ya lon ko atla kum fa yakunat odon badan la haza wazal asala makoyro lankan asala sembo lankan be kuma fala ala jondungol ayke toñati ron hak ha kuma kamo me ya lon ko amanke toñati ala kana dundin sondo mo kono nyin kamala ko mba fo kana dron just ka adama dungul sondo mo don odon ba ala dal na wala man saba man sakallanke haza wazal asim mako yoto asin de ma woto asala sembo kafun kan woto bat oto atol mbadi gambian ko leftan nali kacha nali kacha kul milyalon ko wolle be keri ha kul milyalon ko wolle be keri bad nali kacha kul milyalon ko wolle sotota kuku yalon ko amon soto be ala dan ala kanam forindal be ala dan haza wajal famo fe mba fola me yalon ko amon soto ala subhanahu wa ta'ala be dan le kanam forindal jongola sembo be lebul ala subhanahu wa ta'ala mbadumul diamo be siare mbadumul kuma kamol be kering mbadumul kumol be fayla nyokan bar mbadumul akum mayata bakele pour na to nyafo nin alay dia man saba man sakallanke dajale modolu wol bile ngol be diamula because men kata kunu membe kering wol ma wolong bari njigidala ko nin fintitan diamuta anuna kuma kama fo me yalon ka be laring anuna kuma kama fo me yalon isidana ga sede jaro sikana kuma kama to woto mol mel yalon ko be balanding mol mel yalon ko man fahamu ya e ma fahamu ya alla ma ko roke ba fahamu yalla bi iznillah e ba fahamu yalla bi iznillah alla ma ko roka bi diamol be siare anu ka diamo dolu moy e kana ka suka calls o a victim card ka fugo UDP le kar jamfa UDP jumara jamfa UDP jumara jamfa jang badin gambian ko UDP jumara jamfa jang badin gambian ko nka diama tolle UDP jumara jamfa yalo tonya to neti badin UDP jumara jamfa badin walatin lambitaliye kabirin kumo ko kuma sta damendo mba fola Gambia dingole yalon because we are not going to allow nte mo allow la yeselen tolla Gambian ko liye soute Gambian ko liye long bi kananan e ko ga victim card la pilen tol kama we are not going to allow it because lada kukli la nyim banko jongo jomba nyini la nyim banko ka menduwa Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bulu ala nyim banko dila momol ay ke moti me yalon ko ay banko nyini anen tonya la kan wallahi ni ale banko di momo la tonya kanjang nyim banko ba fon sotola nyim banko will be more than Singapore ndelata wala ha nyim banko ale ya mom Gambian call sonta Gambian call ye sonno mo firing Gambien ko la tonyala ale be nyim banko di momo la tonya kan amanga sunaro kandi amanga tapale ya kandi amanga hasid ya kandi ale nyim banko sig ayadu momo bulo kono bil hak amanga tonyarsi amanga ala tonyeti wallahi summa wallahi Gambia be tambila Singapore la Gambia be tambila America la Gambia ke se tambi banko do la bi melialon ko bi Gambien ko be bor kan katawo banko la bar tonya kan da hak tonaka so bi mol mele alon ko e ka fa mole ko UDP le kare jamfa UDP juma jamfa mbadu let's go back to the history 2016 ye UDP ko la alfa muta ye soron 2016 kabri ye soron UDP natana ka Adama Barrow tombong ye Adama Barrow tombong ya ke UDP la nyaton kodi UDP na fulo leta moment donation de UDP la de UDP dewul Gambia dewul ye na fulo kaf nyokam ye Adama Barrow sambata da Gambia be round ay Gambia be round Gambia be nyaaje Gambia be ya lom banko be tembe jumalato kabrin Gambia be yalon ko banko be tembe jumalato Adama Barrow nata kabrin Adama Barrow nata ya Adama Barrow sambato e convention kabrin Adama Barrow sambato e convention Gambian ko nata naka Adama Barrow tombong at the convention Gambian ko le Adama Barrow tombong at the convention in Kairaba kabrin Adama Barrow tombong at the convention in Kairaba Gambian ko lara nyokam na Adama Barrow tambindi na Adama Barrow kamansati na Adama Barrow tambindi na Adama Barrow kamansati 2016, 2017, mol nata ye dadundu politiko kono. Because ka Adama Barrow keta mansa de 2016 but the pro I sworn into the power oketa 2017 oketa 2017 but Adama Barrow maybe mol ben kono e bella moyka mol mel yalonko kabrenga Adama Barrow samanan ka Adama Barrow ke mansa ima kalamuta e man kukeje e man do kukeje in fact e man katro fo fay Adama Barrow Imam Katfeo Fonfai Adama Barrow in 2016. But Kabrim Falou Keta Inata. Kabrim Falou Keta Inata, ye Palaso in the UDP. Badu Alila Moide, ye Palaso in the UDP. Bari UDP mu patio di patio me alon ko abukanyina kununna. Badu Alila Moide. UDP mu patio me ya lonko abukanyina kununna patio me ya lonko abukanyina mola me ya lonko aya kaele kunu. Let's make this point very clear. Molie Palaso nyini molie Kanifing Municipal Council KMC Mayor Palaso molia nyini kabiri molia nyini ale natana Talib Ahmed Bensouda ale natana Kawole Harje men keta woten taw fola pour Talib Ahmed Bensouda ke mayor de KMC men keta woto taw fola because man na jan ka befu ha man na jan ka befu bari comme ka ko sutan don walatina mba foleten bari ma jon ko samu sabe balurine bari Seku Maron be balurine abe NPP le de Seku Maron abe balurine abe NPP le ngam même fo jang mel be la moy la ni hakilo lu balonal de Seku Maron abe NPP abe balurine na tara abe tonya fola na be tonya fola abe morokol ma jongo samu sabe balurine dembo baye force alma ale nemanin kafara kay na be num bi ase diamu nonum ase diam ba alialo meyo sa alialo meya tina lañi alfa dol tofo useni be kasolo kono kabirin ka kelo kenu useni be nin kasolo kono alfa jama be nun kasolo kono ban usen dabo ñol la kitiyo jumal la kallo usen dabo ñol la kiti bun kono ami Bensouda ñol la kallo usen ñol la kitiyo kono ami Bensouda tal bama wala kallo nu usen ñolé anu ami Bensouda ay kataku balake UDP hey ndeya fon konta silvo Sonko te mo jam momo e ku kendo kan nanate jam fala abi ben sula ka lo UDP no anim order loyal ka Usenu ñol defend in the court. Okay. Saying Arabaro Kedaman said it's through a coalition government. Say UDP, say every party o baby la molo ni kam. Bari ami ben suda la katakuo. Wayatina I many people convinced in the UDP. I many people convinced in the UDP la committee kono. To convince others katal fasa against Musa Jambe baka unkolem mobe yalo ne baka uka menke UDP. Musa Jambe mu baka unkol. Talibu mu baka unkol. Nsafo dro. Ta. Musa Jambe mu baka udungolet. Mustafa Touré mu bundun kolet. And others meli alongo wol fanam bebe no UDP and you be kata ko le UDP kono. Papa Njay although Papa Njay kabrimbe campaign okay kan and we have to make it very clear. Kabrimbe campaign make kan Papa Njay was not there to help Adam even financially. Because Papa Njay nyolu use Adam kuluta Papa Njay nyolu le bulu. But Papa Njay nyolu kabriya Adam tombom Papa Njay nyolu Adam heple. Let's call a spade a spade. Because Papa Njanyolu, imalla, because Adama Kulu told the bulu, Adama Benu told the bulu, Adama Benu told family bulu. President Baro Benu told family bulu. But Minakata, Papa Njanyolu, because in a more Kulu than you come, ye more long, Ejudal and Yalongo, you mourning, you mental the bulu, you make a president Yadil. So I asked Papa Njanyolu, they did not even support Adama. Among Adama Marco financially with all the money you mentioned in 2016. But Kabrin Ganyo Kata, so Papa Njanyol Nata, so Papa Njanyol Papa Njay came through UDP, Purukaji ko UDP alone the mayo yala, afana yanyin. But Kabrin Patio yala, cool taye kisi, you cool lendi, you cool teme. Pati don't idunde kang, idunda pati don't ke diamute, ye tal bama la effort in UDP, yafo, inanajibo, talimu dino de meyalonga karantal. Ha? Talimu dino de meyalonga karantal. Meya longa 40. Meya longa 40. Inanda minake so ye talib samanan mol na kafu nyoma ye talib tambindi. Mol na kafu nyoma ye talib tambindi. Talib lota meyo yala KMC. Wala nila mani hakilo talib lota meyo yala in KMC. 2018 le mayor quartier fayo keta KMC 2018 kabri mayor quartier fayo keta aya ndada minala ndada congress la in 2018 ndada congress la muntole ndada congress la kaira ajana adoni paradise suit kabri ndada congress la je sign talib left the palace la kabri talib left the palace la num adel congress kata kol keta ye talib samanan again to the executive committee of the party. Ya Samanam to the executive committee of the party as the deputy head of the fundraising. At the Congress of Mayalongo, in Paradise Shoot. Kabiya Samanam at that Congress. At Mulla Palazzo Taje at the Congress. At the Congress. And model lebeje melialonko wol fana leften wo palaso la le. There were people melialonko leften wo palaso la. In 2018, UDP o palaso sika yadi talib la. Ye talib samanan. Almost just 1 year into the party. Because 2018 na kita mayor. The same 2018, ya samanan ya dun the UDP la National Executive Committee kon. Not just being a mayor, you are an automatic member to the National Executive. But minekata being a mayor, you are an automatic member of the executive, but in another executive role diala. Our executive role, I often The executive role only, I often because there was a meeting. Mayor longo wala kana sukuya, but in door of be fala, men for be kedo. Men for kedo be fala. Nada alila moy da Gambian ko alila Gambian ko alila moy ibe diamu kanle annum is time right time for diamu o Gambian ko alila moy ani hakilo la tabiyo palaso ta Ntata. 2020, we went to a congress. The 2020 congress ning anyanda kele CRR le. If my memory could serve me, anyanda kele no CRR le. I remember CRR, the other side of CRR. 2020 la congress nyanda kele world. Bariko KMC ko because nkana election wala KMC ko electa pruna congress nyinga KMC. Talib Nala Mul, they came, they said they want us to do the Congress because in Kana election elected in the 2020 Congress owning Nake Mundo, Nake KMC. And he told they are going to make sure 2020 Congress owning about hostile. The party give that one also to him. Alila Moja the Gambian called Molmel Kapoko UDP Talib useless. Alila Mani Hakilola. UDP Talib use Nadile. UDP are use Nadile. Atlanata, Anala Mul. Because they want the Congress. Pour aike muntu aike KMC, UDP Sonta, ya Congress Odia in KMC, ya host in KMC in 2020. At the Congress in KMC, Alialo Menker, Sugu Siade was the National Organizing Secretary in 2018. In 2018. He was National Organizing Secretary. Sain Talib Nyolu itata Yesuku Pus. Itole Yesuku Pus. Yesuku Pus, Yesuku la position on the mind. Yesuku la position ta itata yela on kaburuke. Yela on kaburuke Yesuku la position on the mind. Yesuku la position ta. Ya siga yadi Talibla. That was what they did in 2020. UDP Gold Santa Kotanke, Yesukulo opposition or Sikota Yadi Talibula. So Alila Mojende, Inata Palaso Nila. I just listen, UDP Menke Talibi, and Kaulofali. UDP Membeke Talibi, a Talib Samana in 2020 as organizing secretary of the party. As the organizing secretary of the party, Yasamana Yo Palaso Yadi Talibula in 2020 Congress. As the organizing secretary of the party. Suku Bora. And that was the reason Suku UDP Bula. Alajibe how that cost, when UDP cost Nyame, just to Talib. Put Talib a Palace Soro, put Talib organizing secretary Soro. They went and cook. Yesuku Pus, Yesuku Bondi. Kabea Suku Bondi as the organizing secretary, Wale Atina Suku Tara join NPP. Wale Suku join NPP. And at that moment, Suku was doing a lot for the party in those days. And in fact, Suku was very close to the party leader. Talib was close to the party. When Suku was organizing secretary of the party, Suku was very close to the party leader. Was Suku trying to be the party leader? No. For Suku left and party leader Tibang. For Suku left and party leader Tibang. But why Suku was close to the party leader? Because Menkata, Suku was the organizing secretary at that time. So Suku link party leader Nakita Nyola Bakele. Jumala Mo Sede Ajang. The party used Talib. How did party Talib use Nadil? After all, I remember in the party Okono. I fem in the party Okadiala. I fem in the party Okadiala. I fem in the party Okadiala. From 2018, and I'm now below my fender, and I'm now below Choli Fender Party Oman Mendial. Party on Palasol Bediala. Deputy Organizing Secretary, Deputy Fundraising, National Organizing Secretary. Ya basica yabe dia. Ya basica yabe di Sukula. Yabe di Talibula. After giving all this to Talib in 2020, in that election, coming 2020 election, 2021 election of the killing. Billahi, wallahi, tallahi. Ntata kataka banko be round. Ntata ka banko be round. Be banko be round ola je bi. Mo be keri me ya lonko. Amari be Talib support kam. Billahi, wallahi, talla. Alala musidote. I am for 2021. Utumo election o mansi. Nte o fola bi. O fo lungu be sila. O fo lungu be sila le. I am for ye. But bi, wale mutalib la dala mutalalti. I même fonye 2021 otumo be round wala 2021 ay kuma kama même fonye wo fo lungu be silale ha kumo be bu ka fa bi de kumo be buka fo bi andum kumo be ta fo la bi ha kumo be ta fo la bi de bari mbitala domon segment by segment ntata election okeda as the head of the organizing secretary may I learn what was the responsibility of the organizing secretary ntata 2021 membe kala 2021 ntaw fanam fo la bi o fanam fo lungu be silale membe kala 2021 ntaw fo la bi o fo lungu be silale yalo kukil ne be bulu e kam même fa mo le da wala nyuntu ko e ko ha ntolube menke kan wala nyuntu ko ntol lafta menna wala ko pabi e boy 2026 nim pabi boy da ibaye ko 2021 yanks dabo sina alina mo nya hakilo le de minati ne kanyum fo akil mal ngadi ama tolle e ko ntolbe membe ke kan ntolbe nyim membe play kan e ko ntol lafta menna wala nyuntu ko e ko ntol yalo ko Mr. Dabo to win election wala ba ntol lafta ka Mr. Dabo force mol kan ibaye ko Mr. Dabo so boy ni Mr. Dabo boy ta 2031 ntol se yanks dabo so manam hakilima jumale be nyilla moyla hakilima jumale be nyilla moyla Gambia banko be tembo mento jumale be wala moyla bari minati ne kawfu ba minati na yow miro soto atul hakilima lan kadiama atul minati na yow miro soto wala tan kale ko men kana 2021 ta sada la jande nda sada la de bara sada lu be silale ha because femmam fonte koma billahi femmam fonte koma I was present Ndebejele. I was present 2021 campaign organizing committee ye banko ma wato wati ye banko round wato wat ntakatara jele from 2017 for 2021 I was fully dedicated patiola every move kataka banko round I got make sure from the starting I am there. I'm the starting along Gombe Bender and I'm always close. I'm close to the executive. Nito laka la, nito laka wuli, nito laka kobe. Obekita. Ntambita. 2022 after parliamentary election man lafika before parliamentary election to la folade before parliamentary member kedan to folade but say bita parliamentary election okeda ale UDP wulindi kabri ale UDP wulindi in 2022 parliamentary election nata congress la in Makati mbadu alila moja hakilole mbitaka congress la Makati menketa woto fanan mboto folale menketa when we were going to congress in Makati modo liaje ko kujama balle keta party okono and the party need people they are going to be fully committed. They will give their time and they will make sure they have only for the interest of the party, not an individual interest. We will never allow victim card to stay here. Wallah lazim. Mbitaka Makati. Kabrin kata Makati. Yela kokoske. Talibinul. They have their own caucus. We went and do our own caucus. Because Nalone Membebulu, we already know the plan they have in 2020. Nalone in a comeback because they have already gone. So Nalone in a comeback and what is their plan at Makati Congress? We know it already. Nalone Memula Polanotinum in Makati Congress. Nalone no Milamula Congress, what was their plan in Makati Congress? We know everything. Billahi, we know everything. In fact, Makati Congress, Talibu was the organizing secretary, but they failed to organize everything. They failed to do the needs in Makati and in Makati Congress. They were all concentrating on position. It was Lamin Jesane, Meya Lonko Ayala Kodo Bundi, Lamin Jesane Ayala Kodo Bundi, Lamin Jesane even the 10th Meya Lonko we did Makati Congress on Lamin Jesane. Lamin Jesana la Kodo Bondi, Lamin Jesana le Spenta, even the 10th mayor along the Congress in Makati. The air condition and others. And that was even before Lamin Jesana yo Fonke, it was just prompt. Manon Lunkol. When we were going to do Makati Congress, I thought that Patio was in situation at the very time. to nyale be fola jang to nyale be fola. There is no victim card. Me alongo we are going to allow. We are not going to allow any victim card. We are not going to allow any victim card. No victim card here. Ndol no victim card is going to be allowed. Yeah. Yes. With all that what happened in Makati. But Minagana Makati alone. Aliakala Mudalako in Makati. At some point, Uncle Amadou Sane Malu Lungla Botanu Makati. Alialo Milosa. Uncle Amar Sane Malu Lungla Botanu Makati. Alialo Milosa. Because Mengana Ulan Yundiko, it's only in your camp. Because Kabinekana Makati, they went with their own camp in Makati. The target was put a particular key position on KB control. Particular key positions, put KB control. But Yemine for Num, Yemineke in Makati. What have they done in Makati? Yemineke no Makati. Particular key position left a Colby. So there are very key positions Yemen target. Okay, the organizing secretary, they want to keep the organizing secretary role. The deputy organizing secretary, they want to keep the deputy organizing secretary. The campaign manager, they want to keep the campaign manager and the deputy campaign manager. They want the campaign manager and the deputy campaign manager. The organizing secretary and the deputy organizing secretary. The head of communication, media and communication, that was also part of their target. Patio. This is particular structure. So at that moment, the admin secretary of the party, at that time, because Alaj S. Dabo admin secretary of the party in those days, so Yakata, Alaji put in the position like Alaji is with them. Yalong, some of them babe follow. We need to see all this. Okay, Alaji menkata Alaji la nyundiko because Alaji was not part of any of Alaji Mantara any of the from Alaji. He was just doing his job because Alaji is the admin secretary of the party. So Alaji went to a level. I just go, okay, look, I mean, let me join these people because school kada nyame Alaji kafdema and Makati Congress. So in other nakada because to them they feel like Yakumba is part of them. So now the admin secretary of the party, the deputy admin secretary of the party, the campaign manager of the party, the deputy campaign manager of the party, and the admin secretary of the party, and the deputy admin secretary of the party. So these are the key positions of the party, your control. So now we came up with a resolution. Not any resolution on Nkosai. What we are going to do now, Nkosai put Uncle Amadou as a deputy party leader. Uncle Amadou as the deputy party leader, admin and finance. We brought a resolution. Uncle Amadou is a deputy party leader, admin and finance. Baring Hajiam Sega is the deputy party leader. So Nkosai now Uncle Amadou is a deputy party leader, admin and finance. So Eminake, it had a Mr. Daboya. Eko Mr. Daboya ko, you left tele, ka you left tele ka, you left the key coup d'etat. Ekayako Amadou Ning, Yindinolu, Amadou Ning, Yumolu, Kemo, Cizanol and others, he left the key coup d'etat, he left the key la Palacio coup d'etat. It had a call for Mr. Daboya. That was the reason. Because you went from Mr. Daboya. Yeah, Mr. Daboya believe in the world. How these people, what exactly they were doing? Yeah, they try their utmost best to make Mr. Dabo to believe that. Ko Amadou left Mr. Dabo la palace on because that time left Lamin Sane pour Lamin Sane ke the national treasury. Lamin Sane pour Lamin Sane ke national treasury. I think Mohamed Magasi Mohamed Mahanera ke deputy national treasurer. Mahanere ke deputy national treasurer because Kemo le munu deputy national treasurer di, but Kemo sign Kemo should not have an executive position because Kemo is working at GFF. Sango Lamin Sane na as a national treasurer, Uncle Amal Sane ke deputy party leader, admin and finance. So yakata they did their efforts for your position on yunta. They make noise. You didn't know samanan to make noise. You didn't know samanan ka congress o dundi. Kajako is not going to happen. Your resolution on your brain. And I give you what these people have. Your resolution on your brain. Kabir resolution on your brain at the congress there. Kabir resolution on your brain. We still continue. Sign. Nadana blake. We make sure. Why not? Sabal kafu wolako. What happened in Makati? Sabal is not my cup of tea. It's my brother though. And like I said, them more I political book out doing more team to that level. But so Natana men calling you go sign Sabali we tried because Wandifambai also want to be the deputy campaign manager. Wandifambai left the deputy campaign manager. Sabali also want to be the campaign manager. Karfa want to be the campaign manager. So Sabali nim Karfa Tata in your Saba campaign manager position rola. Sign Kabila no Sabaje sign Tata Sudo Kebal Dunta. Kebal Kajata, Kebal intermediation, Kebal mediation in Atana for Pur Karafaya Abula, Sabali. But a Karafa Pur Karafaya Abula Sabali, Kumbo Jamabala, people cried. People cried. Why Karafa have to leave it for Sabali? People cried. Mol Kumboda. Dol Kumboda. Because the lungs, Karafaya Meo Menka Palaso Yundo, Karafaya Katako Menka Palaso Yundo. Adamado Momola Doom Mentio Dial. Model Kumbota. Later on, Natana Kasabal Samana as the campaign manager. So one defam by sign, one defam by Fanang, sign one defam by the Uncle Lopi. Because Uncle Lopi mu talibla Uncle Let. Uncle Lopi mu talibla Uncle Let. Talib Barinam Uncle Lopi. So Uncle Lopi remain as the campaign manager, although Uncle Lopi got a logistic normally, but as the deputy campaign manager. So Uncle Lopi remain as the deputy campaign manager because Melekata is now equal 1 Sabari. 1 Abula. So 1 Abula. Say okay, new 1 Abula sign, Karfafana Abula, sign Karfani 1 Abula. Sabali became the campaign manager, Uncle Lopi became the deputy campaign manager. So now no Dula neutralized. Because they want to be campaign manager and deputy campaign manager. No, Dula neutralize. I want people to understand the history. I want people to understand what exactly happened. Minakita left Molia understand. Because Minakita victim card left a play well. And don't victim card at allow because Tonya be suffering. Tonya be suffering. And don't left a Molia Lamani Hakilo Lede. Walati Nanko. Billahi. Talib Nyanta Mobe Jamfala for Mr. Dabo. Wallahi azim. Talib nyanta ka mobe jamfa for alay usenu numukunda dabo. Yinke baya kata talib ya back. Yinke ba lo talib la back. Yinke ba la talib la back. And Yinke ba is always in defense of Talib. Yinkeba is in full defense of Talib. Billahi wallahi. I can attest to that. Billahi wallahi tallahi. I can attest to that, na brother. Billahi wallahi. Nsankali. Wala ko Talib nyanta ka mobe jamfa. Wallahi for Mr. Dabo. Talib nyanta ka mobe or. Wallahi for Mr. Dabo. Hey, yinkeba menga Talib ye. Yinkeba menga Talib ye. Ko bi Talib le mina alola. Talib le be mol tala. Abe ganna against Dabo. No, I never think about that in my life. I never think about that. Could be because Talib la kuole batina more do be nyimpati obulala because of Talib. Yeah. Bad. When we were going to Makati, in fact, some people will go even Talib from our palace as the admin secretary. He left a carbon jail. And let me say this. Put carbon as the admin secretary. Because there were failures in 2021. We know those failures in 2021. We all know those failed in 2021. Don't listen to fake accounts. People who know that their face is nowhere to be seen. Alkana wol la moy. Alaji Jeng bol la kon alkana wol la moy. Ali la moy lan kamem fali because Alaji Jeng wo mu fon ko mu sulu saji malti alkana wol la moy. Wala face jumala lo jumala Alaji Jeng. Alkamo Alaji Jeng ali alo la jumala. Because sulu saji mala abe fania fasa la ni be fania fasa kan e bokala Kenya fintindi. Golan all these fake account all. They only hiding, talking, because but if they are man enough, let them come out and show their face. So Alaji Jengino, Asinio, Alan Nyakasuwal is a fake account. Alkana Odang. It's a fake account, it's a manipulator, it's a person me alonko, amalla fanna. If you believe in yourself, come out, let people see. Alkana Odang. While the more comments will give so some people were ready because there was a failure in